I mean, you know, you can't even reminisce about something that get high. Just the thought of these things is such high.
What's your name?
Yeah, I call all the time.
Oh yeah, but I always Steve. I thought you had two names. What's the other name?
Oh, I call myself the Unknown Comic or Boy Named Sue.
Oh yeah, that's right, Boy Named Sue.
Yeah,
well, thanks for calling.
I call us deep politics and tell them I always predict earthquakes.
Oh, you called deep politics.
Oh yeah, you called last time
I
around.
predicted the Friday the 13th earthquake in Japan. He says where? And I said Japan. You know, he says and I see the CNN news team was going to have a problem with Friday the 13th, and the guy Tim Russett died. You know, not that I break a jinx over anything.
Did you see the rainbow over Washington D.C. during after his funeral, Tim Russett?
No, you know, when I look at, I would, hey, the Aurora Borealis that came out of the Himalayas, that, you know, just before the earthquake, that was the alignment of Mercury, you know, and she's talking planet alignments. That was like I was talking to my deadhead friend, and I was telling her it was going to happen. It's like, you know, it's like taffy when the planets get, you know, the moon gets on the other side. You know, talking about it is weird on TV. And I was telling him on the, you know, deep politics that these things are going to happen tomorrow, you know, and everything. And then I felt really like it wasn't going to happen, you know, because when you predict something that's completely off the wall like that, the earthquake was a 7 magnitude.
Yeah, it was awful. It was bad. But Steve,
yeah, I'll let you go.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you called in. I'm glad you watched the show.
And talking about it on TV about an earthquake prediction. I've been doing things like this from a long time ago. It's like ever since I was a little kid. It's like the first time the earthquake happened, Godzilla was coming out.
When's the next one, Steve?
Hey, the eclipse. You know the eclipse?
Yeah.
Well, you know, L.A. earthquake was right during that eclipse.
Yeah, it was very close to that. Yeah. Well, gravity is our friend.
Yeah,
I learned that loading trucks.
It's like happening.
Unloading trucks. Gravity is your friend.
You just look up. It's like the planets are starting to align again right now above us. The moon and the sun and I guess it's Venus, but
it's Venus.
And on the other
Friday.
side, it's all there. You know, we'll probably have an earthquake.
Well, they always happen, so it's kind of like the Muni bus. There'll always be another one.
Yeah, if you melt all that water, right? I mean, all that ice, you end up with water,
yeah.
And that'll end up and that'll just make everything shift, all the land shift away, right?
Well, that's definitely when you take a lot of potential energy and change it into kinetic energy, things I think start moving around, and I think that's what's going to start happening more and more. Yeah.
When you get rid of the polar caps. Einstein's theory, if you get rid of the polar caps, it won't spin like a top anymore.
Yeah, everything changes. Go look at your USGS map of world earthquakes. It looks like the world's spinning at different rates anyway.
Yeah, so if that happens, all the continents will go back and be one continent again. And then there'll be a cold side and a warm side because only one side will face the sun. And then that'll be like the starting of the polar caps again. So it'll probably go through a phase.
Edgar Casey said the Earth would tilt on its axis in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's probably
he was never proven wrong that I know of. So
lose our magnetic poles and stuff because.
You know, excuse me, Steve. We had a show in which Margarita talked about Edgar Casey's reincarnation guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have to find that one. That's the only one of the DVDs I can't find. You know, Steve. Thank you for calling in. I'd like Claude to have a chance to.
On there for me.
Aww,
yeah,
that's sweet.
Hey, Jan, please, brother.
Okay.
All right, let's play another song here. I don't know. I'm just trying to think what I do.
Yeah. I love this song.
was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep last night till the morning came around. Said I'm running but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil, he loaned me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Said I'll run but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. Went down to the levee, the devil caught me there. Took my $20 bill and it vanished in the air. Said I'll run but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. I got 2 reasons why I cry each lonely night. First one's named Sweet Anne Marie, she's my heart's delight. Second one is Prison Babe, sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail. Got a wife, Gina, one in Cherokee. First one says she got my child, but it don't look like me. Said I'm running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil's a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. All right.
Hey.
A little more on the Grateful Dead theme, I guess.
Yes. Yes, our favorite Grateful Dead. Well, we know.
Kind of a night thing too, right? Tonight, yeah. So we're talking about the planets and stuff. Right?
Yes. That was perfect. That was very impromptu. Improv. That's Planet Glee in a nutshell. Without a nutshell. Anyway, Claude, it's so fun to have you on because you always, bring a certain, I don't know, feel, for music that's very gentle. That I really like. I like that. It's very evocative. It's not It's not in my face.
Well, thank you.
So it's surrounding everything and coming from within. And I'm wondering how is your music career coming along? How are we gonna make it better?
Well, that's I think kind of some of the stuff that I'm doing right now, which is really trying to get a audio video picture of what I'm doing and who I am. For a long time I was pursuing a career on the trombone and playing jazz, and that's kind of gone on hold because my teeth aren't in the greatest shape. So, and I've been playing the guitar and singing for a long time, so it's just I've been kind of trying to work that up now and put that more to the forefront of what I'm doing. I'm trying to meet some people and find some places where it's a friendly place to play, a regular steady gig, which helps me remember all the lyrics and all the words and all that stuff. Just it's a momentum thing, but I feel pretty good. The momentum's going on. I think it's a matter of getting. I think YouTube is an excellent opportunity to get some stuff on. I have this picture of being able to tour back and forth, not playing really big gigs or any kind of really huge places, but just enough to pay for the gas to go to the next place, but be able to arrange those kind of gigs on the internet and do that. I think there's something to be done there. So that's kind of where I'm headed with it all.
Cool. Well, thank you for watching. I think we're going to wave bye-bye because it's time
bye-bye
to go.